Frank just, he makes me fly. Gives me this confidence, and it's so interesting because some musicians you just like, you connect straight away.
It was really different seeing you last night, not playing with a jazz band and playing and feeling and grooving with the Didge. How did you and Les meet?
Well, through my brother who lives in Sweden. He's a master percussion player, drummer, and they've been in touch with Liz, and knowing that she was coming to Cape Town, said, hey, check out my brother, and that's how we connected. And it wasn't long, Liz invited me to jam with her at the Forge, and then later at the Camel Rock. And since then, we've just been looking forward to getting together and doing it.
Yeah, this is, they often have very elaborate boxes. This is a young maker from Siberia. Spent an hour and a half in a mouth harp shop in Moscow. And this is the one I really liked. So you have a tongue, there's that metal part in the middle. And then you have a sort of a thing that holds it, a little bit of space in between. Here I hold my teeth, so I'm holding it against my teeth. My lips are sort of around, and then this is making a sound. But I'm gonna go to the microphone. It's like a tiny sound, you can hardly hear it. Okay, so when I make that sound in front of my mouth, my mouth is going to be a sound chamber, and I can make that bigger and smaller, opening with my tongue. So the tongue is in the same position, but if I move it back, the tone goes down, sort of. Or when I move my tongue forward, it goes up. Amazing little mouth harp, all the way from Moscow. Spent an hour and a half in a mouth harp shop, and this is the one I picked. I love it.
And Lies, could you talk a bit about the didges that you've got here?
Didgeridoos, yeah. Well, the funny thing is I don't have a eucalyptus didgeridoo eaten up by termites with me because it's heavy. This one is light and small. I'm going to stand up a little bit. This is a small didgeridoo. This one is also from Siberia. A Siberian maker made this one. A friend of mine bought this didgeridoo from me a couple of years ago, and he lets me use it when I'm here, so I'm super lucky.
Does the design have a particular meaning there? Is that,
no, I think they just made it look a little bit aboriginal with the gecko and sort of the shape and everything. In Australia you have white termites, and they can't handle the sun. So what they do is they come via the earth into a eucalyptus tree, and they start eating out the inside. So they live in it and they eat from it. And because they're white, they're gonna burn into the sun, so they will never eat it completely. So the Aborigines go looking for eaten out trees.
So you mentioned a project. Were you working with children? Is it,
Yeah.
And how is that? How are you involved in that, or how did you hear?
Okay, yeah, years ago I was busking on the street in Amsterdam. It's just a beautiful day. I didn't do a lot of busking, but just felt like it. So I was playing didgeridoo, and this couple just kept on standing and listening to my music. And then I stopped playing, and we started talking. And I told them about that I'm starting to work with kids, and I love it. You know. Just kids are the future, and it gave me so much joy. And they were thinking of starting this cultural project in Klaver, because he's South African from origin, and she was Amsterdam woman. And they would go every year to Klaver, and they saw it's shittle. It's just, you know, nothing happening, so they wanted to change that. I think within a week asked me if I wanted to come with them to South Africa, because I never thought of going to South Africa, but it's like, yeah, sure. So we did this project for 4 years, and then they sort of didn't want to go on, but I already 4 years invested in these wonderful kids, so I kept going. So. Not that black and white. There's some tribes where women don't play. The men's things and the women's things are definitely kept apart. There's some things they do together. So for some tribes it's definitely a male thing. It's maybe it's also a little bit of a phallic instrument. Camel Rock, it's such an appreciative crowd, because I think it's not very commercial music. It's not commercial, but it's wonderful to have a crowd that really appreciates your music, and yeah. Make any didgeridoo player, or people that want to start, amazing didgeridoo players, because, you know, if you learn to breathe properly, you can be an amazing didgeridoo player. So if you here we go. So here in Camel Rock, 12 to 4. If you want to learn, I'm sure you'll agree after the workshop it's worth it. Thank you so much.